all three of you are staring at me. Oh, you're gonna come up here. Hi, sweet girl. Hi, sweet girl. Winnie, are you gonna come up here? Or just Willow? Oh, bless you. Guess what time it is? It is that time already. It is the mystery box challenge time. So come on in and let's get started. I tell you, these challenges sneak up on me. It feels like I just finished one and now it's time to do another. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little bit nervous this time because it's been a while since I received a box from none other than the person putting this gig on, Courtney, over at Creative on the Cheap. She is the brains behind all of the shenanigans that go on in each of these challenges. And well, this month, she's the one sending me my box. And this month I sent my box over to Christina, and the host of this month's box is Lisa over at Dollar Mom, and the theme is everything home. We have each been designated, I guess, a room in the house that we've got to try and do our DIYs in coordination with. And so I got the kitchen. I sent Christina a box, and I believe she got the laundry room. So you'll want to make sure to head on over to her channel to see what I've sent to her. But for now, we're going to see what Courtney sent to me, and not gonna lie, I am nervous. And I know I say that a lot, but when it comes from Courtney and we haven't met up in a challenge in a while, I get to be a bit nervous. But I mean, this box isn't all that big, so how bad could it really be? Those could end up being my famous last words. So with this month's box, Lisa gave us a shopping list that we should try to go by. And it is really consisting of 7 to 10 items. She's guided us on some of the items she wants us to get and given us free reign on other items. So let's see what is inside this box. And if Courtney was nice or if she was mean. All right, so we've got a card with some of my absolute favorite candies, the Werther's Original Coffee, caramel coffee, which makes it even better. Oh, it is such a cute card, look at that. I love it. Hello, Bright Eyes. Kelly, happy mystery box day. I hope you enjoy the goodies in this box. I have no idea if you will think they are hard or easy. I think easy, but when you open the challenge items, you may disagree. You always knock it out of the park. Best of luck and happy crafting. Much love, Courtney. She has the best signature. Nice. Alrighty, so let's see. Okay, so we've got challenge item 1 and challenge item 2. We're gonna set these aside for after. Okay, so first one, oh, I am loving this. We've got Life is Meant to Be Lived, and it's kind of a box plaque. Oh my goodness, I love this. Oh, love it, love it. We've got some plastic bowls. Oh my goodness. Okay, so she's really helping me out with the kitchen items. Oh my word. Love it. Wow, I'm excited. And she's sent me a rolling pin, a wood one. Seriously, that is amazing. So much fun. We've got some green leaves. Love that. And this would be for the floral. Wow, she got those reduced at 74 cents. What a steal. Okay, a wood box. Love that. We've got some fabric. That was part of it. Okay, super cute. Oh, I can see where I'm gonna go with this already. And we had to send some paper, and so she has sent me some, it looks like double-sided, yes, double-sided scrapbooking paper. Oh, I love it. Okay. So far, so good. We've got something wrapped here in a paper bag. welder. Okay, very good. Gosh, it's been a while since I DIY'd with one of these. This feels like old school Dollar Tree DIY days. Alrighty, and now we have got our challenge items. Challenge item 1 needed to be hardware, and challenge item 2 needed to be the bath aisle, and I can already tell what that is. Okay, so challenge item 1, hardware. No way. For real? Hey. The mini screwdriver set. I feel like I have an idea for this, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, this is a hard one. Wowzers. Okay, we'll see. And challenge item 2, the bath aisle. And can you guess? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a bar of soap. Yeah, it is Dove. Is it Dove? Yes, it's Dove. Pink Rose Dove bar soap. Okay, so, man, I'm not gonna lie, these are a bit hard. Okay, these are a bit challenging, but you know what? I am always up for a good challenge. Courtney, you and I are still friends. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all these items out on my craft table. I'm gonna touch them, I'm gonna move them around a bit. But more than that, I'm gonna sleep on it because I always get my best ideas and my most inspiration in my sleep. And so I will meet you back here in a flash, ready to do some DIYing. Jumping on into these challenges, I'm gonna start off with the wood rolling pin. I also dug into my stash and pulled out this wood pallet from Dollar Tree. I tell ya, I'm pretty glad that I stocked up on a lot of the crafting supplies before my Dollar Tree stopped carrying Crafter Square and the crafting supplies, because now I've got them in my stash. So I am going to go ahead and hot glue this rolling pin to the center. Kelly, come on, let's move it over to the center of this palette. And so we've got this here. I'm sure you already know where I'm going with this. But for this, I'm gonna stain it, and I'm gonna go the lazy way, use this dark walnut stain that comes in a spray can. It is so easy to use. The color is amazing. And yeah, look at how rustic that is. And I wasn't trying to be even when I stained it, because I'm going for, you know, the rustic look. Now, these leaves that Courtney gave me, I didn't show the packaging, but it was for the floral item. I figured that I would add these to the base of this just to kind of cover up the seam there, add some color to this. So when, yeah, you know what this is gonna be, the paper towel is not on it. It looks like a decorative piece. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go all the way around the base of this with those, and this is what it looks like. I kind of really love it. But here on the top, I had this burlap flower in my stash, so I thought I'd add it. And let's take a look at it. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of really love this. It is so rustic and fits my kitchen perfectly. For DIY number 2, we are gonna tackle this challenge item number 2, which is the soap. This one, truth be told, kind of had me stumped, but it came to me in my sleep. And what is great about this is it has moisturizing cream in the soap, which is perfect. You're gonna need a cheese grater. Thank you, Ray. This one was his. And I am gonna grate half of this bar of soap. So this is all you really need for this. So come on and let me show you what I'm gonna do with this. We're gonna head on into the kitchen where I bring 2 cups of water to a boil. And to this water, I'm gonna add that grated soap. Now you wanna make sure that that water is really boiling. I'm gonna mix it, and it's gonna take about 15 or 20 minutes for those soap flakes to fully dissolve. You do want to mix, not constantly, but you do want to mix it every now and again. Keep an eye on it, and you'll see that there are speckles in there, and you want those fully dissolved. And like I said, it will take about 15 to 20 minutes. And at the 15 or 20 minute mark, you will see that it is pure liquid. It's kind of got that cloudy look to it because the soap completely dissolved. I'm gonna let it set and cool down before I get my soap dispenser. And this one is actually a lotion one, but we're gonna use it for soap today. And I am going to pour the contents of my soapy water into this dispenser. And we have just now made a liquid hand soap. And it is a really great way to use maybe those small pieces of bar soap that you have left over, or maybe you just don't have any hand soap around and you have bar soap and you don't much feel like going to the store. You can make your own and it's gonna work just as good and it's gonna smell amazing. Yeah, lotion. It has moisture in the soap, so yeah, we'll call it lotion. Why not? And so just to show you, it pumps out perfectly out of the dispenser. And it does get sudsy, not super sudsy. If you want it more sudsy, you're gonna add more soap to it. But I tell you, it was sudsy enough for me to get my hands clean, and my hands smelled amazing. DIY number 3, this fabric that Courtney sent me, and low-key, I am super obsessed with this fabric. Absolutely loved it, so I wanted to use it sparingly. This is the piece that I cut. This DIY is great for scrap pieces. I went ahead and folded it in half longwise, and it's inside out, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do a seam right along that long edge there, closing it up. And this is what I'm left with. I did take the ends and kind of tuck them in just so I've got clean edges there. I didn't even sew them yet because I'll get to that part here in a second. But yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect. Eyeballing this is fine. Dug into my stash and pulled out these wood craft rings. And I'm just gonna put the fabric around it just like so, leaving just enough to fold over the ring itself and give myself some room to stitch this closed, just like that. Yep, just attaching that ring to the fabric. Wait until you see where I go with this. You're gonna love this DIY. It is such a fun one. It is one that I have gifted. Okay, so you see that it is attached there, a little bit behind here. Take the second ring and do it to the other end, and I'm gonna stitch that on too as well. And so like I was saying, this is a great DIY to use those scrap pieces of fabric that you have lying around that you saved, and it makes for a great gift to give. I'm promising you that. And this here is the outcome. No need for perfection, but boy, oh boy, does it look country and rustic. So what am I gonna do with this? Well, we're gonna head back into the kitchen, and you know how you put your towels over your oven or your dishwasher and they just kind of slide off all the time? Yeah, you're gonna take this little doolie-dat here, wrap it around the handle of your oven or dishwasher, and you're gonna just feed your towel right through those rings, and it is gonna hold your towels and keep them from falling off of the handle. And not only does it do that, but it adds such a rustic country farmhouse decorative feeling to your kitchen, and you can really get creative with your fabric. And I think it is just such a fun way to hang your towels and keep them from falling off. Moving right along, we're on DIY number 4. This wood box, love this, knew exactly what I wanted to do with it, and I'm sure Courtney intended me to do this with it. And so with this, I decided that I was gonna give it more of that wood, dark walnut wood stain finish, and I did it unevenly because I wanted that rustic look. I just love the color of this dark walnut stain. It is so easy and it dries within a couple of hours. On the inside there, Courtney sent some double-sided paper, and so I figured I would line it with the double-sided paper, and I just loved this print, so I'm going to put some here on the bottom, put one on the top, but we are not done yet. Look at how cute that is. I love it. no Mod Podge needed. Printed up some recipe cards on Cricut Design Space and added the paper to the back of them, and in they go. I just love this, and there's so much room for more. And so on the outside of this, it needs a bit of dressing up. And so with this, I'm gonna add more of those green leaves that Courtney gave me. Dug into my stash, had these twine and burlap flowers from Dollar Tree. There is a theme to these DIYs, definite theme. And here on the front, I enlisted the help of my Cricut and decided to cut out a vinyl that says family recipe. I wish it would have said recipes, but whatever, it is what it is. And I used a cream color vinyl just to kind of stick with the theme and the color scheme, and look at how cute this turned out. I love this. Again, this is such a fun gift to give with maybe some family recipes inside. I say do it. Mother's Day is right around the corner. DIY number 5, this boxed plaque that says life is meant to be lived. I wanted to change the color of this, but I don't want to get rid of the saying. I'm going to get into that a little bit later. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and cover it with some painter's tape because I'm going to stick with the theme of using that brown stain because I really love it. And this is one of those DIYs that I'm kind of cheating. I could not get rid of this saying on this. It hit me really hard, and again, I'll talk to you about that in a minute. So I wanted to cover it. I really like the metal ornament color on it, and so I just want to change the wood color. So once I've got the painter's tape over it, I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess tape with a clean line so I can really get that wood good and stained the dark walnut brown like the other pieces. Like I said, there's a theme to these DIYs. And so here we are, ready for some stain. It's good and stained and pretty dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that tape and look at how perfect those two colors go together. I feel like the metal got lost before. I'm also going to use the candlestick. I did put a coating of some black spray paint on there. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this with some hot glue here on the top. It has been a minute since I used these candlesticks in a DIY. They used to be such a popular thing. You couldn't get your hands on them at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to go ahead and place this box plaque right on top. To this box plaque, I'm going to add more of those green leaves that Courtney sent me, and I really love those. I am not gonna like the day when I run out of those. I like them so much, and so I tried to use them sparingly. And I'm also gonna add another burlap flower here, and I just love the contrast with the brown and the black and the green and the burlap. It is so rustic and modern farmhouse. I love this piece. This piece here hit me kind of hard because I think sometimes life sends us gentle reminders, and this was one for me. After Ray had passed, I had sent Courtney some of the flowers from Ray's funeral and asked her to do something special with them, and this was what she came up with. And there couldn't have been a more perfect DIY that she could have done for Ray, and it's one that means a lot to us that we keep in our dining room, and it's one of my favorites. And so it felt like Courtney was the person who was supposed to send this to me, and it was just a bit of a nudge reminding me that life is meant to be lived. Alrighty, so moving on to the final DIY, these plastic bowls, cups. There were 12. I'm going to use 7 of them, and I'm going to hit these with a bit of spray paint because I don't much feel like brushing on some white paint, and it's going to get the job done quick. I enlisted the help of my Cricut and some vinyl, and I went ahead and cut out the words sugar, coffee, and creamer that I'm gonna add to 3 of these bowls. This was challenge item number 1, and this one really had me stumped until I decided to do this DIY. Then I was hoping with all hope that the yellow top would come off of these and I could use it as a knob, and what do you know, it popped right off. And so although I may not be using the whole piece, you know what, these little yellow things pop off and they're gonna work perfect for the tops of my bowls. I wish they were a bit bigger, but they're not, so we're working with what we have. So using a bit of hot glue, I'm just gonna hot glue it to the top and then hit it with some black acrylic paint to cover up that yellow. And on the top here, or on the sides, I guess, I'm gonna add a little bit of the embellishment using those green leaves and more burlap flowers that I had in my stash. That green is just the subtle pop of color that adds so much to these DIYs. I feel like it's just a fun rustic farmhouse green that's very subtle, and I love how it looks with burlap. And yeah, this is gonna be a cute DIY once it's done. And yeah, this is it. Now, I think that this is fun for, say, a party or a get-together if you have a coffee bar or something and you don't want to use your good dishes, or maybe you don't have dishes, or maybe you need to, I guess, personalize it to the theme of the party. This is such a fun way to do that. And I think it turned out super cute. Creamer, coffee, and sugar. Because why not? Because we can. Alrighty, another mystery box challenge down. I'm gonna say that that was a fun one. I hope you all enjoyed the DIYs that I came up with from the items Courtney sent to me. Don't forget, Courtney has put together a playlist. You can find the link to that in the description box below, where it goes in order and it all kind of makes sense. Because these mystery box challenges are so binge worthy and they are on a Friday, I say that you go pop yourself some popcorn, put your feet up, and watch us creators do what we do best, and that is create and think outside of the box. Thank you, Courtney, for my box and putting on this challenge. Don't forget that I sent my box over to Christina, so you'll want to see what I sent her and what she does to it. And thank you to Lisa over at Dollar Mom for this month's theme. I think it was a fun one. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, you know what I'm gonna say. Stay positive, please, because I'm sure trying. Bye for now, everybody.